Today I've got a bit of a tidy up and a couple of things to do on this Commodore. Obviously LS1, we've got the Holy High Ram here, and yeah, we just want to tidy it up. We've got a Trunnion upgrade to do on it, upgrade the roller bearings and the pins in them, and we've got some breather cans that will go in because the one that's on it isn't really adequate. And we've got, you can see we've got some flaky paint and stuff here on the high ram. So all the high ram and everything's going to come off. We're going to powder coat, get the rocker covers off. We've got some custom breather cans for the rocker covers, and we will do the Trunnion upgrade as well. So Jimmy's going to powder coat all the black stuff for us, which will look really trick. And yeah, I'll take you guys along for the ride. So if you want to see more sort of tricks and tips and how-to stuff, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if it's helpful or if you like it. And yeah, let's get into the video. Alright, so just whipped the air intake off, the throttle body, got our coil packs and leads off, and some of the wiring out of the way. So this is the catch can that was fitted to it. You can see it's pretty small. The hoses going into it are quite small. Really, not really adequate for this application. Yeah, it's not a huge horsepower engine, but it's definitely making more than standard with the camshaft that's in it. So we're going to swap that out for something more suitable when we have the rocker covers off. So next thing, I'm going to get this manifold off and go from there.
So what's going on here?
Get this manifold or someone's put studs in it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, give us your side out here. In the front up. Where's the front up?
Well, no chance, eh? Nah,
What's it hitting?
it's hitting the body.
How do we get?
I need the rest of those Allen key.
Who did that?
I know.
Okay.
Alright, so Jimmy's dropped in just to give me a hand to lift this manifold off and check out what he's going to be powder coating. And what we've actually found out is somebody's put these massive long studs to hold the manifold on. Down, I'll try and get a picture of it, down there, and we can't actually get the manifold off without disassembling it. So next is going to be having to actually disassemble the manifold, which I was hoping to do on the bench, not in the car, but because it has bolts all the way around the back in the dark there, which you probably can't see. But
Wow.
so next is disassemble the manifold to actually get it off the car. Brilliant planning by somebody there. All right, so we'll get the fuel rail off. Then we'll get this pesky top half of the manifold off. Alright. There we go. We can see how bad the paint is on it. Oh. There we go. She's out. So I think these studs I'm going to change out with some cap screws. They're just inconvenient, difficult to work with in the engine bay. Now to get this plate off, you actually have to take the two knock sensors out. Now these are fairly rusty, so I'm not holding great hope. Oh, there we go. Not too bad after all. You can see the condition of these is not very good at all. Oy. Alright, you can see we've got the stock rockers here. Simple as undoing those 8mm bolts that hold them in. You want to just crack them first with a ratchet or breaker bar, and then you can pull them out by hand or unwind them with a gun. At this stage, I like to keep them all in order and just keep them on the rail like that. And I'll get the other side off, and then we'll go into the workshop. You can see this has had retainers, springs done before. So really the trunnion upgrade should have been done. You can see that's still all the original equipment. Okay, so there you go, that's torn down. We've got the manifold, rocker covers, we've got the rockers off so we can change those trunnions. So we've got to get some gaskets and obviously powder coat, clean everything. We've got a couple of things to get welded, but I'm going to catch up with you in a minute in the workshop to change over all the bearings and everything for this trunnion upgrade. Just getting ready to clean some stuff up here at the workshop. I noticed a nasty little gap in the spaghetti O-ring for the two halves of this manifold. Now straight away that's going to cause you a vacuum leak and 100% cause running issues with the car. So that's something that we'll have to look at when we put the car back together. Got all my parts cleaned, ready to hand over to the boys to get powder coated. We've got a couple of bits to be welded on the rocker covers, but they're looking good. Okay guys, we're back in the workshop, and as you saw, I've been cleaning some parts, getting them powder coated. All that stuff's nicely powder coated. Jimmy's done a crash shot job on those. So moving on to our trunnion upgrade. Now, this is a trunnion upgrade we got for Jimmy's VX Commodore. If you haven't seen that car, put a link to the playlist up in the corner here. Now didn't use this in the end because that car now runs a Brodix head, which uses a different rocker altogether. So what I've had going on with the rockers at the moment, I've had them soaking in this container here, just in some cleaning fluid. I've just used petrol. You can use whatever cleaning fluid you use, just to loosen up any oil scunge that's on them, just to make life a bit easier. So they've been soaking for a few days. We've got the press here. We've got a couple of sockets just to press things in and out. And we're going to go ahead and look at this Trunnion upgrade kit. So what we have in the kit, we have 16 new pins, 32 circlips. We have 32 of these needle roller Trunnion bearings. Now these are an upgrade over the factory one. They're fully contained bearing. I believe this was a comp cams kit, so reasonable quality there. From what I've looked at, you can buy a bush kit. I would say that just is for a higher RPM application than these ones, and probably higher lift camshafts than these ones. So there's quite a bit to do. Not that it's difficult, it's just there's 32 of these and 16 of these and 16 rockers. So it just does take a little bit of time, a little bit of patience, but it's not too bad. Now this is fairly easy to do. Get a 22 or 7/8 socket, and we're using a 30mm socket. You could use just a solid piece of metal if you wanted. You do need this tube structure for the bearing to come out into. It's got 2 flats on it. Sit it there like that. And it pushes out that easily. It literally just falls apart in your hand. So there you have the old bearing setup. You can see the needle rollers aren't fully caged and can fall straight out. And then we have the empty rocker. So I'm going to knock through and just knock out all of these, and then we'll start putting them together. Alright, now I'm not an LS expert by any means, but in my book, if that pin can float up and down, that is going to cause you noise in your valve train. So that's part of the reason why we do the Trunnion upgrade, because you know, you really don't want your rockers floating around like that. At high RPM, that will cause them to literally float on that movement. So I've got 2 to go. So let's get them out so we can start getting them back together. So you get your rocker, got your new pin, got your 2 needle rollers, and get your installation washers. In our kit, we've misplaced the installation washers over time, just having it sitting around. I've found some appropriately sized washers that fit the pin nicely and are thick enough. So we're just going to take our rocker, 1 needle roller riding outwards, and we're just going to press it until it's flush with the bottom, like that. Then we get our pin, carefully slide it in there. Got my washers underneath. Other needle roller riding out again. Now I'm just going to push it down flush with the pin. Then get your installation washer. And gently press it down. Light pressure on it, that's it. So we've got our bearings in, make sure they feel nice. couple of snap rings into the groove on the pin. And that is our LS Trunnion upgrade. Much firmer, nice smooth movement. Now, I've got 15 more of these to do, so I'm going to get into it. Then we can go and fit them on the car. Alright guys, so when you guys box apart, left the bits that look like that, and a set of rockers that look like that, you're done with your Trunnion upgrade. One thing I will note, a couple of these circlips, I did have to just very lightly finish the surface, just on some wet and dry. They were very tight in the groove and I felt that they weren't quite locking into the groove properly. So you do want that circlip to be able to turn in that groove. Not flop around or anything like that, but just, you know, you want to be able to get your circlip pliers and just move it around that groove. If it is locked up, potentially it's not sitting in the groove properly. So just a little tip there, just to make sure you get your circlips right. So now that the Trunnion upgrade is done, I'm waiting on a couple parts and I'm waiting on my breather tanks to be made. So if you like this kind of content, let me know in the comments, subscribe to the channel, give us a like, let a friend know, they might get some use out of these tips as well, and I'll see you next time on Revamp.